NBTHS Network standby.
This is the King James Radio Network, your radio home for North Brunswick Raiders sports, Restoration Place, the Cal Ripken Baseball District Championships, the Ladies of Our Turf Football, and the Jersey Basketball Association.
And this is your Raiders Live pregame presented by the Cal team at Remax Country on the King James Radio Network. Corbin Thompson here at JamesIsKing.com, where tonight Lady Raiders basketball is on the King James Radio Network. Well, the North Brunswick Lady Raiders, they return home after being away for quite some time. They were on the road for quite a bit. Let's see. The Lady Raiders, let's see, they spent their last 5 games on the road. They haven't been on their home floor for a game since January the 23rd. What's today? February 7th? So that brings us February 6th. So that brings us to today. So we're talking 14 days since the Lady Raiders have played a game on their home floor. They will do so tonight against the South Plainfield Tigers in a GMC White Division matchup. North Brunswick comes in under head coach Mark Zielinski in his 4th season with a record of 12 wins and 5 losses. South Plainfield under 3rd-year head coach Jeffrey Corsdale, he comes in at 10 wins and 8 losses on the season. So the Lady Raiders, well, down their 5-game road trip, if you will. In the 5 games, they were 3-2 in those 5 games. They started by losing to Sayreville, then beat JFK, and then beat New Brunswick, lost to Edison, and then beating Carteret. Excuse me while I fight my cough. Beating Carteret 2 days ago on Monday evening. So, Tuesday. So, excuse me. Lisa Barkley, who you hear in the background, will have the announcement of the starting lineups here in just a moment after the national anthem. And it'll be North Brunswick and South Plainfield here on the King James Radio Network and the NBTHS Network if you're watching in as well. My thanks to Athletic Director Sean Morrell for that. And so, both teams are just about done warming up here. And South Plainfield, they're on the rise here. They're 10-8. They've won their last 3 games. So they were 7-8. They're now 10-8. They've won their last 3 games. So the Lady Raiders looking at an improved South Plainfield team here. The one person that South Plainfield and North Brunswick will have to stop here is senior forward Mackenzie O'Brien. O'Brien, 1,392 career points as a Lady Tiger, averaging 15 points per game, 14.7 rebounds per game. She had 23 points and 17 rebounds in South Plainfield's win over Woodbridge, 57-38 on Tuesday. And so again, Mackenzie O'Brien is the one that the Lady Raiders will have to stop, plain and simple. And the Lady Raiders are going to win tonight. If O'Brien gets a double-double and she goes off like she did against Woodbridge, good luck. Otherwise, if they can neutralize O'Brien, I don't think they're going to completely shut her down, but if they can neutralize O'Brien in some kind of way, we can talk about mixing and matching and all of that, but we'll break. We'll come back after the national anthem in a moment. This is Lady Raiders basketball. The Cal team of Remax Country sponsors our pregame, and it's on the King James Radio Network.
John Calandruccio at Remax Country is there for all of your residential real estate needs in Central Jersey. Remax Country is located at 40 South Main Street in Milltown, New Jersey. Please feel free to call John directly on his cell phone at 908-812-9148 or visit www.thecalteam.com. That's C-A-L, thecalteam.com. Once again, 908-812-9148 for John Calandruccio at Remax Country in Milltown, New Jersey.
Foul to Ricardo. Far side back to Farrell. She'll take a straight on 3 here, and it's good. Megan Farrell. Ricardo up the floor, guarded by Van Newton. Passes left here for Quagliano. Left wing 3. Past the rim. Rebound Boykins. Gets it to Farrell. Right wing 3 on the side rim. Rebound left corner. Ricardo snatches it away. Goes in the lane. Brings up the shot. Deflected by Geneva Holland. Put back by Barnes. Goes in. Adriana Barnes here. Lobs it to Boykins. Left block. The shot rolls around and in. And O'Brien got a piece of that, and it still went in. Ryan Boykins now with 10. Ricardo going through here, through traffic, and puts it up and in, counted. And the foul, she was in the paint. She started at half court, he drove through, kind of sidestepped a couple of people. already has 20 points in the first half.
Welcome to North Brunswick Lady Raiders basketball on the King James Radio Network, presented by the North Brunswick Basketball Association and NBTHS.org.
Guard, sophomore, number 21, Julian Harris. Guard, junior, number 3, Delaney Moore. Guard, senior, number 4, Julian Herrera. And forward, senior, number 10, Mackenzie O'Brien. South Plainfield's coach by Dr. Corsino, Paul River, Alyssa Arroyo. Now, the starting lineup for your North Brunswick Raiders. Guard, freshman number 23, Naya McFarland. Guard, sophomore, number 1, Kelly DiGattano. Guard, sophomore, number 24, Megan Bell. Forward, junior, number 44, Adriana Barnes. And forward, senior, number 22, Zanaya Boykins. The Raiders are coached by Celeste Morgan Shannon, Kimberly Lynch, and Abby Moe.
And so there you hear from site supervisor Lisa Barkley the announcement of the starting lineups, North Brunswick and South Plainfield. The Lady Raiders have won the last 4 meetings over South Plainfield, including the one earlier this year. Now, again, South Plainfield is on a 3-game winning streak here coming into tonight's game. South Plainfield in their road green, the light green with the white, what is the numbers, trimmed in black. And they will start the game going from left to right. North Brunswick, you see at center court right now. They're in their home white with the gold, what is the numbers, trimmed in, I'm sorry, that's the boys. The girls are in their home white with the blue letters and numbers, trimmed in gold. The boys wear gold letters and numbers, but the girls wear blue letters and numbers, trimmed in gold. The blue stripes with the gold arrow on the blue stripe going down the white shorts. They start the game going from right to left. All right, so Mackenzie O'Brien is at center court here for South Plainfield. Again, O'Brien at 1,392 career points for South Plainfield. I would venture to guess and say that she is South Plainfield's all-time leading scorer. I don't know that, though. But Adriana Barnes, Adriana Barnes is at center court for the Lady Raiders here. So we are just about set to go. 8 minutes on the clock and tip. And South Plainfield will pick it up in the backcourt. They go from left to right. Julian Ferraro for the Lady Tigers. Gets it off to the near side, the far side, of Delaney Bourne, now to the near side, and Sarah McNelly. McNelly guarded by Kelly DiGattano. By the way, the Lady Raiders playing without freshman Anne-Marie Quagliata tonight. She is injured. So the Lady Raiders are down a player here. Meanwhile, South Plainfield around the perimeter. O'Brien up high. Passes right. Gets it away here to Delaney Bourne. Now inside out from Brianna Harris. And get it to Harris at the left elbow. Passes right for O'Brien. Back out. So my coughs are coming early here, I see. Meanwhile, Ferraro passes the foul line, looking for Harris, stolen by DiGattano, spins at the half-court line, goes to the far side. Opening minute of the first quarter, no score. So Lady Raiders ball, DiGattano on the far side, gets it to mid-post and Boykins. Now Niall McCargo. McCargo at the foul line, gets to make it Farrell. Farrell holding, gets it to McCargo. So Lady Raiders looking for a position here. Farrell gets into the foul line of Adriana Barnes. Open jumper, too high off the glass. Mackenzie O'Brien with the rebound. O'Brien the other way on a fast break. Drives right, stops mid-post. Pass is tipped by McCargo out of bounds. So South Plainfield will have it. We have 6:40 left here in the first quarter. Inbound from the corner. Check that. It goes to O'Brien. Mid-post gets it out to Harris. Harris driving to the left, Harris for the layup, and it goes in. Brianna Harris for the first 2 points of the game for South Plainfield, and they lead it 2-0. 6:26 to go here in the first quarter. Excuse me. So back the other way is McCargo. Gets a screen from Barnes. Lost the ball, tipped by O'Brien at the right elbow, goes out over on the far sideline. Lady Raiders will keep it. inbound here from Farrell and knocked away out of bounds. Knocked away by Julian Ferraro. So the Lady Raiders will try again. Farrell from near the right corner gets it away to Niall Macargo. Macargo on the far side. And almost 2 minutes gone by here in the first. 2-0 South Plainfield. High pass for Boykins, now Farrell. I thought Boykins could have drove in there. It looked like she had a lane. Farrell in the short left corner. Ball is taken away from behind by South Plainfield. Double team there, but Delaney Bourne gets the steal. Ferraro passes to Harris left side and called for the walk before the dribble. 5:46 to go in the quarter. And it's 2-0. South Plainfield in front. Farrell goes left for Boykins here in the left wing, guarded by Harris. Bounce pass to the middle of DiGaetano, swings it right for Farrell. Her pass is tipped and into the hands of Boykins, was tipped by Ferraro. Boykins has it, gets it back out to Farrell. Under 5.5 to go in the first. Farrell going to the short right corner, gives to DiGaetano. Passes into Farrell, right block, and lost it at the baseline. O'Brien steals. No, Boykins picks it away. Boykins lays it in. Left side. Janiyah Boykins for 2. So Boykins with the bucket. We're tied at 2. 5:08 to go here in the quarter. Ball goes up top for O'Brien, guarded by Barnes. Passes right, gets it away to Ferraro. Ferraro, one of 6 seniors for South Plainfield. Harris left elbow, gets it away to Bourne. As a matter of fact, I think there's 3 underclassmen in the starting lineup here. Harris, right of the lane, is double teamed, gives to O'Brien, and she is double teamed, gets it back out. So the Lady Raiders closing in, and so not allowing South Plainfield to shoot from up close. Ferraro passes to Bourne. Bourne skips it right for Harris, right wing 3, off the front rim. Rebound jets out to Farrell. Long pass ahead for DiGaetano. She's got it, drives right. Way up good, right side. Kelly DiGaetano for the bucket. It is 4-2. Lady Raiders in front. 4:14 to go here in the first quarter. Ball goes to the far side. And Ferraro, nope, pass stolen by DiGaetano. She leads it ahead for Macargo. She drives right, and Macargo lays it in from the right side. Well, after South Plainfield scored the first 2, the Lady Raiders have scored 6 in a row. Macargo for the bucket. 6-2 North Brunswick. 3:53 to go here in the quarter. Ferraro gets it to O'Brien, back out. Goes around to Bourne. Ball to the right side here. It goes to O'Brien. Right block, turnaround jumper over the rim. Rebound, Boykins. So Janiyah Boykins with the rebound. Back up the floor here are the Lady Raiders. Farrell passes it away to Barnes, and now DiGaetano to Boykins, left of the lane, guarded by Harris. So North Brunswick, again, just looking for a spot here. Here's Farrell. Left side, 3:15 to go in the quarter, 6-2 Lady Raiders. So it goes to Macargo. And now Farrell, left wing 3 off the side rim. Barnes for the rebound, puts it back right, blocking in. Adriana Barnes for the 2 points, 8 in a row for North Brunswick. Timeout, South Plainfield. So South Plainfield will call time. A 30-second timeout with 2:57 left to go here in the first quarter. North Brunswick on an 8-0 run to start things here. They lead it 8-2. Glad you're with us at JamesIsKing.com. Also on Facebook under the name King James Radio Network, and on Twitter at King James Radio 1. This is our 9th season of North Brunswick Lady Raiders basketball. Here on a rainy evening in February. Glad you're watching on the NBTHS network as well. So off the timeout, and again the Lady Raiders on an 8-0 run here. South Plainfield will have it, going from left to right. Bourne inbounds. It's Ferraro who brings it up, gets the screen from O'Brien. And dumps it to O'Brien, right side, and the shot goes in. Good pick and roll there. And the Mackenzie O'Brien for the bucket. It is her first two. And again, the Lady Raiders, if they want to win tonight, they'll have to find a way to slow down O'Brien as they get a kick ball in the front court. Lady Raiders will keep it. First substitution of the game will be Anishka Jane coming in for the Lady Raiders. She replaces Anaya Boykins. 2:34 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-4 North Brunswick. Ball goes to the right corner, and Farrell, now Barnes, mid-post, trying to back down O'Brien. Shot from about 7 off the back rim. Rebound goes to Tori Houston, who checks in the game for South Plainfield. So back up the floor here is Ferraro, and brings up a wild shot, no good, but a foul, and Julianne Ferraro will go to the line. Maybe. Or is it a foul on the floor? Looks like the foul was called on Anishka Jane. It is her first. First on the Lady Raiders. Not a shooting foul. Inbound right corner, and Houston tries a three and hits the backboard. Excuse me. So that wasn't me laughing, that was me coughing. Houston, right wing, gets it over to O'Brien, passes back, tipped by Jane, out of bounds. So it'll go over to South Plainfield with 2:04 left here in the first. 8-4 North Brunswick in front. Inbound from Bourne, and swinging it all the way around to Houston, left corner. Houston passes to Bourne on the far sideline, guarded there by DiGaetano. Now Ferraro at the foul line, bounce pass right for Bourne. Contested three right wing, sails past the rim. Rebound goes to O'Brien. Offensive board for South Plainfield. 1:48 to go in the quarter. 8-4 North Brunswick in front. Ball goes to the left corner, and this time left corner three off the side rim for Sarah McNelly. Picked up by Bourne. They get it back to O'Brien. Nope, off her right hand into the paint, where Adriana Barnes picks it up. Anishka Jane in the front court, guarded by Houston. Gets it to the foul line and Barnes. Barnes has a tip by O'Brien, stolen away. Back the other way, driving right for the layup is McNelly. The shot will go in, counted, and the foul for Sarah McNelly. Foul is called on Niall McCargo, and Mark Zielinski not happy to say the least. Foul on Niall McCargo is her first, and number 2 on the Lady Raiders. And Sarah McNelly will try to complete the three-point play here by shooting one for South Plainfield. So McNelly brings it up. O'Brien did all she could to keep her balance from going over, and McNelly missed the free throw though off the side rim. Lady Raiders have it. 8-6 North Brunswick, 1:16 left here in the quarter. Ball goes to DiGaetano, bounce pass to Boykins, right elbow. O'Brien tries to strip it, jump ball. As O'Brien hits the floor. O'Brien standing still. Boykins hit the floor, jump ball. Farrell will inbound as the Lady Raiders have the possession arrow with 1:10 left in the quarter. High pass into Boykins in the paint. Passes left for Jane. Jane to Farrell. Now will dribble it back out to the top. Swings it over to DiGaetano. In between the circles. Passes left for Anishka Jane. Goes underneath for McCargo, but her shot from the left block goes over the rim. Rebound, Mackenzie O'Brien. O'Brien through the middle. Passes right for Bourne. Now Ferraro, now left side. They get it over to Houston. Her shot is blocked by Farrell. And out of bounds. South Plainfield will have it. So Megan Farrell for the block with 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inbound here for South Plainfield. Bourne, check that. Mackenzie O'Brien had it knocked away by DiGaetano. Goes back around here, and Ferraro, right angle three, no good. O'Brien reaches over Farrell for the rebound, and O'Brien gets it back out, and that's where O'Brien is at her best in the rebounding game. 23 seconds left here in the quarter. 8-6. North Brunswick up by 2. Bourne, left side, gets it to O'Brien, mid-post, she's triple team, gets it back out. They go around to the right side here. McNelly for 3 over the rim. Rebound, Megan Farrell. Leads it ahead for DiGaetano. DiGaetano waits and bounces it for Boykins. Back out to Farrell. 3 seconds left in the quarter. McCargo's got to look at the clock. 2 seconds. Driving right. McCargo floats it up off the back rim. And that ends the first quarter. Well, good try by Niall there, but went off the back rim a little too strong. And so, after the first, North Brunswick 8, South Plainfield 6. We will take a break and come back with the second quarter in just a moment. This is Lady Raiders basketball presented by the North Brunswick Basketball Association, and it's on the King James Radio Network. By the way, my thanks to President Darren Snedeker and the folks at the North Brunswick Basketball Association. Make sure you check them out at nbbasketball.org. But we'll be back. Oh, and also on the NBTHS network.
Check out the North Brunswick Basketball Association and their redesigned website at nbbasketball.org. The NBBA is not only one of the premier travel basketball organizations in North Brunswick, but you can match them up against anyone in the central New Jersey area. As always, thanks to President Darren Snedeker for his continued support of our Raiders basketball coverage on the King James Radio Network. Check out the regular season, all-star game, and championship schedules with the North Brunswick Basketball Association at nbbasketball.org to see the Raiders of tomorrow.
Check out the King James Radio Network on social media by giving us a follow on Facebook. And we're also on Twitter at King James Radio 1.
We come back now for the second quarter here from North Brunswick. The Lady Raiders have a slim 8-6 lead here over South Plainfield. In their first meeting this year, we'll get 8 minutes on the clock for the second quarter. In their first meeting this year on January 14th, the Lady Raiders won that game in South Plainfield 40-37. Ferraro's double teamed at half court. Ball is tipped. She was looking for O'Brien. Tipped and stolen by McCargo. Gives to Jane. Left side shot. No good under the rim. Rebound off of Jane. Picked up by McCargo. Gives to Jane at the baseline. Ball knocked loose. Goes to Barnes. Stopped by O'Brien. Throws it over the head of McCargo into the backcourt. Goes out of bounds. Either way, it's going to be South Plainfield ball. Excuse me. Mark Zielinski, I mean, if he had a reason to be unhappy with the officiating before, well, he's got further reason now. Some fouls that he felt weren't called there. As it goes over to Bourne, top of the key, and ball knocked down by Mr. Jane and stolen. Jane the other way. Ball poked away by the Lady Bourne out of bounds. The Lady Raiders will have it. For North Brunswick. Zanaya Boykins with 2 points, Niall McCargo with 2, Adriana Barnes with 2 points, and Kelly DiGattano with 2. For South Plainfield, Mackenzie O'Brien with 2 points, Brianna Harris with 2, and Sarah McNelly with 2. Barnes trying to dribble past McNelly, and the ball is tipped and taken away by Bourne. Bourne throws it left here for McNelly, drives in, and floater, no good. Rebound, O'Brien puts it back in. Mackenzie O'Brien now with 4, and that ties the game at 8. 1 minute gone by in the second. Keep in mind, the Lady Raiders have an 8-2 lead, so South Plainfield has scored the last 6 points. Here's DiGattano at the circle, looking for somewhere to go here. To the far side, guarded by Bourne. Gets it over to McCargo, swings it to Jane, back to McCargo, right of the lane, now in the paint to Barnes, broke loose by O'Brien. Barnes dives on the floor, jump ball with Ferraro. I believe South Plainfield has the arrow. Megan Farrell will check in. She replaces DiGattano. 6:36 to go here in the second. And I believe Kelly has to leave. She's going to do some soccer. As Barnes inside the foul line, her jumper banks in, so the Lady Raiders will be without DiGattano for the rest of the night here. Barnes for 2. She's got 4 points, 10-8. Legion score, 2-point lead, 6:18 to go here in the second. So the Lady Raiders were already down Anne-Marie Quagliata, now losing DiGattano. As O'Brien baseline left jumper, no good. Rebound was bobbled by Barnes, which allowed Ferraro to pick it up and put it in. Julianne Ferraro with 2. That ties it at 10. 2 minutes gone by here in the second. Farrell lobs it to Barnes, right block. Her shot blocked by O'Brien, and Mackenzie O'Brien takes it the other way, 3-on-1. O'Brien drives right, awkward shot off the side rim, no good, but a foul is called. It'll be on Megan Farrell. So a foul charge to Farrell is her first, number 3 on North Brunswick. Mackenzie O'Brien will shoot 2. First one up and in. Substitution coming up for South Plainfield. Number 30, senior guard Alexis Robinson will check in. Meanwhile, O'Brien for the second goes in. 2 of 2 for Mackenzie O'Brien. 12-10 South Plainfield, 5:48 left in the second. Jane to Barnes at half court. Passes to McCargo. McCargo, top of the key, goes to Jane, swings it left, foul. Back out to McCargo. Now Adrian Barnes, fouling extended right, gets it to Mr. Jane, top of the key. 5.5 to go here in the second. 12-10, South Plainfield with their first lead. McCargo to Farrell. Farrell gets it back to Niall here. Niall with a right baseline jumper off the side rim and out. Rebound loose on the floor. Boykins will pick it up. Goes to the left corner. McCargo, corner three up the side rim. Rebound goes to McNelly. Sarah McNelly back up the floor, pushes it to Houston. Houston driving left. Houston for the shot off the glass and in. Reflects into the Euro step around Mr. Jane. Tori Houston has her first two. 14-10 South Plainfield. 4:57 left in the half. Here's Barnes, left elbow jumper off the front rim. Easy rebound for McNelly and the Lady Tigers. So South Plainfield is taking control here. Since it was 8-2, South Plainfield has outscored North Brunswick basically, 12-2? And so back the other way, Ferraro, foul line jumper, banks in. Julianne Ferraro. And stolen by McNelly, the inbound, McNelly lays it in. So a quick four, 18-10 South Plainfield. So let me rephrase that. Since the Lady Raiders had an 8-2 lead, South Plainfield has outscored North Brunswick 16-2 here. Farrell baseline and runs into Houston in the left corner. She's trapped, tries to throw it off of Houston. Ball on the floor, McCargo has it. McCargo brings up a shot, banged away by O'Brien, and it'll go out of bounds, and Mark Zielinski is livid. He is livid that there wasn't a call there. And North Brunswick has not been really getting any calls here in the first half. Anishka Jane will come out, and Ava Gianni will check in, sophomore for the Lady Raiders. Inbound to McCargo. 3:55 left here in the half. McCargo at the foul line and takes a runner here and then rolls off the side rim. A rebound on the floor. O'Brien's got it. Gets it away to Ferraro. Ferraro in the front court, but yeah, 16-2 run for South Plainfield here. Ferraro gets a screen from McNelly, gives to O'Brien. O'Brien at the foul line, passes right to Houston, going baseline here, foul there. The short right corner, that's going to be on foul. Foul is called against Megan Farrell. It is her second. And number 4 on the Lady Raiders. Farrell will come out, and Gianna Strawn will check in. Inbound here from Alexis Robinson, gets it to O'Brien, back out to Ferraro. She's at the foul line, passes left, McNelly, guarded by Strawn over there. Passes right for O'Brien. O'Brien cut off by Barnes. Passes out, Robinson through the foul line, floats it up, no good, ball is tipped, left side, McCargo knocked down, what do we got? Goes out of bounds, no foul call. And Mark Zielinski continues to be livid. And the referees are going to talk it over. Now, my question is, are they going to tee up Coach Z, or are they going to just change the call? They're going to give it to the Lady Raiders, but Mark Zielinski, he is livid. Like I said, the Lady Raiders have gotten no calls here in the first half. Gianni inbounding. And McCargo gives back to Ava Gianni. She brings it up. 3:08 left here in the half. Goes to Boykins, left corner, guarded by Houston. Gets it to McCargo. McCargo off a screen, drives right. Now we get a foul. Foul called on O'Brien for reaching in. Well, if you're going to call a foul on South Plainfield, if you're the Lady Raiders, you're happy that it's O'Brien. And now Jeff Corsdale is the unhappy one. And now the referee, I think he's going to issue a warning here. Mark Zielinski is livid. Jeff Corsdale is livid. So both head coaches not happy with the officiating here in the first half. You've got one official talking to Coach Corsdale. You've got another official talking to Coach Zielinski, which is a longer conversation. The foul is charged to O'Brien. It's her first, and it's the first of the half on the Lady Tigers. 3 minutes left in the second. 18-10 South Plainfield. McCargo will inbound. Gets it in to Strawn. Hands off to McCarver. Now it's past to Barnes, right elbow. Guarded by Houston, swings it out to Gianna. Passes left to Boykins. Back out, Gianna gets it to McCargo. McCargo top of the key, gives it left to Chandler Strong. Bobbles it, lost it. Over at the South Plainfield bench. Turnover North Brunswick. McCargo giving Gianna some encouragement. 2:45 to go in the half. So inbound here. South Plainfield ball. Ferraro on the near side. And we get a whistle. Travel called on Ferraro. We'll go back over to North Brunswick. So, Lady Raiders ball. McCargo tried to inbound it to Gianni. Ball on the floor. Houston steals. Ball is tipped by Boykins out of bounds. 2.5 left here in the second. South Plainfield will have it. Lady Tigers with an 18-10 lead, and again, South Plainfield on a 16-2 run here in the first and second quarters. Ferraro to O'Brien, right elbow. O'Brien goes right to McNelly. He gives it to O'Brien, right block, turnaround jumper, going in off the glass. Mackenzie O'Brien was 6 in the quarter and 8 for the game. 10-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Back at the floor is McCargo, racing right. McCargo with the runner off the front rim. Barnes lost the rebound. O'Brien picks it up. O'Brien the other way. And we get a whistle and double dribble called on O'Brien. Mr. Jane back in for Tiana Strong. 2:02 left in the half. And David Gianni will inbound for the Lady Raiders here. Gets it in to McCargo. Gets the screen from Gianni, goes in the front court, drives right, McCargo. And this might be a situation where Niall feels like she's got to kind of do it on her own. You don't want that if you're the Lady Raiders. Not that Niall isn't capable, but you don't want to put that kind of pressure on a freshman. Barnes, right elbow. And now Aniska Jane, right wing three off the back rim. Rebound, jump ball. Robinson got the rebound. Gianni got her hands in there long enough to create the jump ball. South Plainfield with the arrow. 1:37 left in the half. The Lady Tigers with a 10-point lead. Robinson will inbound to our left in front of the South Plainfield bench. Long pass in collision and foul. Barnes colliding with Houston. I think they're going to definitely call that. Yet they call that on Barnes. Arzulinski wants it the other way, but the foul's going to be charged to Barnes. It is her first, number 5 on the Lady Raiders. I think at some point during this game, the powder keg that's in Mark Zielinski's head is going to explode. Inbound to Houston. You can see it coming. And now Robinson in the front court. If it's not here in the first half, probably in the second half. O'Brien going right, double team there, bounce pass along the baseline for Houston. Shot left side goes in. Tori Houston. Houston has 4 in the quarter. 22-10, a 12-point lead for South Plainfield with a minute 12 left in the half. McCargo all the way through, stops short right corner, gets it out to David Gianni. Gianni back to McCargo, now Barnes right elbow. Barnes passes left to Boykins, now left to Gianni. Gianni left wing 2, pass the rim, over the rim, rebound McNelly, gets it away to O'Brien. 53 seconds left in the half. And it has all come apart for the Lady Raiders here. O'Brien to Houston, open left wing 3 off the glass. O'Brien with the rebound, puts it back in. And that is your worst nightmare if you're North Brunswick. Mackenzie O'Brien getting rebounds and points. 24-10, South Plainfield, 33 seconds left in the half. Gianni to McCargo, and Mark Zielinski's going to have a couple of words for the refs here at the half. McCargo, left angle 3, is good. That breaks the run. Niall McCargo for 3. 24-13 now, with 13 seconds left in the half. McNelly along the baseline to O'Brien, cutting towards the basket and lays it in. Mackenzie O'Brien, 10 in the quarter, 12 for the game. 3 seconds left in the half. McCargo will try it here, maybe. Gets it in the paint, her shot off the back rim. That ends the half. 26-13. South Plainfield. Mark Zielinski glaring at the officials. He wants to say something badly. And that's exactly what he's doing. Letting the refs know So 26-13 South Plainfield at the half. South Plainfield outscoring North Brunswick 20-5 in the second quarter. And they take a 13-point lead at the half. So we will take a break here, and when we come back, we will have, I'll try to get you the PowerPoints, the updated PowerPoints for Central Jersey Group 4 for the Lady Raiders. I'll tell you where they'll be come state playoff time. So we'll break, and we'll come back in a moment. For those of you watching NBTHS Network, you can enjoy the Lady Raiders series. We'll be back. This is Lady Raiders basketball on the King James Radio Network.
Now available at audible.com. Is in its 6th season with the King James Radio Network as we continue to bring you the Hoop Superstars of tomorrow from around the state of New Jersey. From Sparta to Monroe and all points in between, the JBA has become the largest travel basketball organization in the state, and we will feature some of the better matchups right here on KJRN. For more information, including schedules and venue directions, go to JerseyBasketballAssociation.com to visit with the JBA. Heard exclusively on the King James Radio Network.
This broadcast is a production of the King James Radio Network, which is solely intended for the private use of its listening audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this audio transmission without the written permission or consent from the King James Radio Network is strictly prohibited. This is the King James Radio Network, your radio home for North Brunswick Raiders sports, Restoration Place, the Cal Ripken Baseball District Championships, the Ladies of Our Turf Football, and the Jersey Basketball Association.
Why is it that when someone asks you to just trust them, you just don't? Because trust is tricky. You can't just say it. You have to back it up. AAA Auto Insurance has been doing that for over 100 years. As quickly as a car accident happens, AAA starts to set things right, matching you with the right experts who make your claim their priority until you're back behind the wheel. Talk to a AAA insurance agent at your local AAA store today or visit AAA.com/insurance to learn more about AAA.
The King James Radio Network is now accepting inquiries this summer to broadcast games on our King James Junior channel. If you have a youth baseball, basketball, or football game in the state of New Jersey that you want to be heard on the air, please send an email to kingjamesradio1@gmail.com with the date and time that you're looking for, and we'll let you know if we can make it. Inquiries are not guaranteed to be accepted based on a combination of availability and first come, first serve. We look forward to broadcasting your game on King James Jr., a channel of the King James Radio Network at jamesisking.com.
It only takes a minute to find out if you may have prediabetes, and you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org. You're probably not going to, are you? Kids, work, listening to the radio. You're busy, which is great because busy people can't get prediabetes. Oh my, I read that wrong. They can. Should have worn my glasses. So visit doihaveprediabetes.org and take a short test, because prediabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
How to be a great dad in 15 seconds. Bike ride, go fish, walk in the park, phone call, milkshake, play catch, picnic, fly a kite, tell jokes, laugh, talk, read a story, tell a story, bumper car, swing set, bowling, pillow fight, cut loose, stay tight. Because the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Corbett Thompson back in the studio where I'm working on the narration of my next audiobook, To Make It to Audible. Coming soon will be my latest book called The Complete Guide to Basketball. Level up your game in 7 days. written by Elijah Quinn. Also coming is Get Your Finances Right, which sets the foundation for you to get your money and finances on the right track. Still going strong is one of my best titles, In Pursuit of Purpose, written by the late Dr. Miles Monroe. Find out why you are alive and why you are here on Earth. There are plenty of other Corbett Thompson books to choose from on the subjects of business, sports, or spirituality. Find out more at audible.com and just type my name, Corbett Thompson, in the search box, or head to jamesisking.com and click the microphone near the top of the homepage. Thanks for taking a listen to my books on Audible, and thanks for listening to KJRN.
Earn your doctoral degree at GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university. Become an authority in your industry with an affordable education that doesn't sacrifice quality. At GCU, learners have access to our doctoral leadership team, counselors, and one-on-one faculty support during your dissertation. This year, invest in yourself to help change the world.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/doctoral.
Imagine your kitchen transformed like magic. That's what family-owned Kitchen Magic has done for more than 50,000 homeowners. Kitchen Magic, named the #1 kitchen company nationwide 4 times by qualified remodeler magazines, is here to serve you. Kitchen Magic will basically save up to 50% over the cost of an all-new kitchen. Our experts will guide you as you choose from custom refacing, new cabinetry, or countertops, or a blend of options for the best value. Your kitchen will be completely transformed quickly and easily. Like magic. Take advantage of Kitchen Magic's free design consultation. Call 855-733-2236 or visit kitchenmagic.com today to schedule your free in-home design consultation. Don't forget to use the code PB608. That's PB608 when you call. Call 855-733-2236 or visit kitchenmagic.com today. Don't forget, code PB608 gets you 15% off of your purchase.
Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.
Well, we welcome you back here to Lady Raiders basketball on the King James Radio Network. 26-13, South Plainfield leads it at the half after the Lady Raiders took an 8-2 lead. They went on an 8-0 run to start this game after South Plainfield scored the first 2 points. And then South Plainfield just went off at the end of the first quarter into the second. And since that 8-2 Lady Raiders lead, South Plainfield has outscored North Brunswick now 24-5. So let's get you the PowerPoint standings if we can. Hopefully we can do that here for Central Jersey Group 4 for the Lady Raiders. We'll try and do that, and see if we can do that for you. But yeah, you know, it was that kind of second quarter for the Lady Raiders. Mark Zielinski. Listen, I don't blame, to a large extent, I don't blame Coach Z for, you know, now Coach Z is a guy that it doesn't take much to get him going when it comes to lack of foul calls, things like that. But in this case here tonight, like I said, for the most part, I can't blame it because the Lady Raiders were getting no calls whatsoever. Now, I'm not one to necessarily believe that the home team deserves to get calls on their floor, but the Lady Raiders are the home team tonight. And now, listen, you know, the Lady Raiders only had 4 fouls called against them themselves, so it's not like it was this wide disparity, but nonetheless, you know, to get no call. South Plainfield committed their first foul with halfway through the second quarter. So, and there was plenty of contact to go around it. So, to me, you know, I don't know if the refs have it in for Coach Z. I don't know if he has, you know, if Coach Z has a reputation that goes around. I don't know. I don't know what's in the referees' heads. But you know, it seemed like they just weren't going to give Coach Z the satisfaction of any calls out there. And again, you make of it what you will. Those of you watching on the NBTHS network, you make of it what you will. Okay, you be the judge, you make the call. But anyway, so that's my 2 cents on that. PowerPoints before we start the second half here. Central Jersey Group 4 for the Lady Raiders. Now they played their 16 games. The cutoff date is Saturday for those that haven't played. 16 games. So let's get you to that. And then we'll get you the scoring totals, and then we'll get you the second half. So let's see here if we can do this real quick here. Before South Plainfield already on the court in their light green jerseys with the white letters and numbers trimmed in black. They will start the second half going from right to left. North Princeton, the home white with the blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Blue stripes with the gold arrow down the blue stripes. They will start the game going, or second half going from left to right. Red Bank Regional is in the top spot in Central Jersey, Group 5. Don't be shocked if the referee drops the ball here after he blows the whistle again. It wouldn't shock me. Luckily, he's talking to a gentleman over across the way there. I think that brought the Lady Raiders a few extra seconds. Megan Farrell will inbound here for North Brunswick, but Red Bank Regional in first. West Hampton Tech is in second. Burlington Township is in third place. Let me make sure I'm reading the right bracket here. Central Group 3. Why am I getting Central Group 3? I want Group 4. But Lady Raiders ball here to start the second half. Here's Niall McCargo, goes right corner for Megan Farrell. Farrell dribbles out of the corner and will dribble it back out. And tried to dump it down low, and Corniska James was stolen away. Here, Delaney Bourne. Bourne gives to Mackenzie O'Brien, drives left. O'Brien with the layup outside. Mackenzie O'Brien picking up where she left off in the first half. She's got 14 points. McCargo with a right-hand runner the other way, going in. Niall McCargo had 5 in the first half, now leads the Lady Raiders with 7. Adriana Barnes with 4, Jediah Boykins with 2, and Kelly DiGattano with 2 for North Brunswick. 40 seconds gone by in the third. 28-15 Lady Tigers leading. The Lady Raiders with some work to do. So ball on the far side for Julianne Ferraro. Ferraro is swinging left here for Delaney Bourne. Bourne up high. Now I got the Central Jersey Group 4 power points. South Plainfield turns it over. Errant pass in the left corner intended for Ferraro. All right, so let's see. Marlboro is at the top spot at, excuse me, at 14-2. Monroe is second. Freehold Township in third. Montgomery fourth. Long Branch fifth. Hillsborough sixth. Sayreville seventh. Middletown South also tied for seventh with Sayreville. So that keeps the Lady Raiders out of a home game for States. Boykins tried to pass it through the paint, turns it over. Delaney Bourne on the steal with South Plainfield. So if the state playoffs started tonight, the Lady Raiders would be on the road in the first round. Sayreville and Middletown South tied for seventh at the moment in power plays with 325. Trenton is ninth. Howell is 10th. Right lane three here from the South Plainfield, and excuse me, goes off the side rim, and Houston puts it back. I was thinking of McNelly, couldn't get her name out. McNelly misses the three. Houston can't get it to go on the follow. And here comes McCargo for the Lady Raiders. Sidestepping, we get a whistle, and a foul. She tried to sidestep Ferraro. Julianne Ferraro will be called for the block. Her first personal foul. First foul in the second half on South Plainfield. Inbound from Megan Farrell here with 6:09 left here in the third quarter. Bounce pass right for Boykins. Boykins up high for James, swings it right again. Farrell, right wing three, off the side rim. Mackenzie O'Brien, but check that, Sarah McNelly with the rebound for South Plainfield. I'm so used to O'Brien getting rebounds. Her name just comes out. 5:53 to go here in the third. 28-15, South Plainfield leads it. Again, Mackenzie O'Brien with the game high at 14 points at the moment. Let's see, for South Plainfield, Julianne Ferraro with 4 points. Bourne for the shot at the baseline. No, over the rim. Rebound right corner. Off of McNelly and out. And Lady Raiders will have it. Julianne Ferraro with 4 points. Timeout South Plainfield. Jeff Corsdale will call it 30. Tori Houston with 4 points. Sarah McNelly with 4 points. And Brianna Harris with 2. 30-second timeout South Plainfield. They have used both of their 30s. 5:37 left in the third quarter. 28-15. North Brunswick trailing by 13 to South Plainfield here. But continuing with the Central Jersey Group 4 power play standings, Trenton, the Lady Tornadoes, they're in 9th place. Howard is in 10th. North Brunswick in the 11th with 299 points. 3 points behind Howard. Let's see, the Lady Raiders, if the playoffs started today, they would end up going to Hillsborough for the first round. Old Bridge and East Brunswick are tied for 12th. Hightstown in 14th. Brick Memorial in 15th, and South Brunswick has the final playoff spot, number 16, well ahead of West Windsor Plainsboro South for the final spot. Inbound here from Megan Farrell. Goes to Niall McCargo in the backcourt. McCargo comes up the floor and foul in the front court. Foul on McNelly. Foul on Sarah McNelly is her first. It is number 2 on South Plainfield here in the second half. 5:32 to go in the third quarter. Inbound here. Goes into the Mr. James. Now it's Nia Boykins. Gets it to foul at the foul line. Foul goes right. Foul right of the lane. Jumper short. Rebound. Out of bounds off of McNelly. And back over to North Brunswick. Now, Farrell has 19 3-pointers on the season. You'd like to see Megan try to shoot a couple here. High inbound to McCargo, especially without Quagliata in. Quagliata not playing tonight. Farrell runs into Houston. Houston takes the ball at the foul line. Here's Mackenzie O'Brien for South Plainfield. And high pass left here for Delaney Bourne. Gets it over to the left side of McNelly, back to Bourne. Sends it right for Ferraro. 3 minutes gone by in the third. Lady Raiders down 13 here. A very different result than the first meeting. Again, North Brunswick won the first meeting 40-37 over South Plainfield. South Plainfield scored 37 points in that game. They're at 28 right now. We're not even halfway through the third. Ball goes to the right side here. Bourne, right wing 3 over the rim. Houston, the rebound at the baseline. Double team, gets it to O'Brien. O'Brien kicks it back out. We'll go to Ferraro, back to O'Brien, and she's triple teamed. They get it right here for Bourne, right corner. They want to go into O'Brien. They get it into her this time, kicks it out to Houston. And now O'Brien at the foul line, passes right. McNelly, right wing 3 up the side rim. Rebound goes to McCargo. McCargo doesn't have numbers, drives right, tries for the layup, no good, but a foul. Niall will go to the line. Foul's going to be called here on Julianne Ferraro. Her second. Number 3 on South Plainfield. And Niall McCargo will be at the free throw line shooting 2 here for South Plainfield. For North Brunswick, excuse me. First one up and in. McCargo, 50% from the line this year. McCargo for the second. Goes in. 2 of 2 for Niall McCargo. She's got 9 points. 28-17 South Plainfield. 4:09 left here in the third quarter. O'Brien at the foul line, double teamed by Boykins and Barnes. Pass is tipped. Boykins steals it. Gets it to Eva Gianni. Gianni on the drive, going right. Gianni for the shot. No, too strong. Rebound Boykins to Farrell. Right angle 3 off the front rim. Rebound left side for McCargo. And listen, nothing wrong with that shot if you're Megan. Now McCargo left wing 3. In and out. Rebound goes to Barnes. Barnes is called for the travel after bumping into Bourne. Mark Celeste wants to say something so bad. Back up the floor comes South Plainfield. Bourne to Ferraro in the circle, goes left. 3:28 left in the third. Houston, left block here against Farrell, puts up a shot, no good. Boykins with the rebound. Well, the refs are letting him play here in the second half. Well, as soon as I say that, foul here as McCargo comes up the floor. Looks like the foul is on Houston. Yep, foul on Tori Houston. Is her first. Number 4 on South Plainfield. Looks like Sierra Childs will check in for the first time for the Lady Raiders. Sierra is a senior center, listed as. Inbound here from Farrell to Childs. Childs passed. I think she was looking for Barnes, but threw it behind her. McNelly steals. McNelly, ball tipped by Barnes. Barnes on the floor, jump ball. .310 left in the third. Inbound, McNelly back at the circle at center court. Passes left here for Bourne. She's double teamed. Ball is tipped to McNelly. Now the O'Brien passes right. Ferraro baseline right jumper is short. Goes off of Childs out of bounds at the baseline. Back over to South Plainfield. 2:59 left in the third quarter. And 11-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Quick pass from O'Brien over. Bourne inbounded to O'Brien, and then a quick pass back to Bourne. She puts it in from the right side. First 2 points for the Lady Bourne. 30-17 South Plainfield. Farrell to Gianni in the front court. Passes to the foul line, and Childs out to Farrell. Farrell at the foul line goes left for McCargo. Get the Farrell screen. Wrong two. Left angle off the front rim. Rebound right side. Tracked down by Delaney Bourne. Bourne in the front court with 2:28 left in the third. Ferraro to O'Brien, left elbow. O'Brien triple teamed, and Farrell for the steal. No, jump ball. No, foul. We're going to call it foul on Farrell. Foul charge to Megan. It is her third. Number 1 in the second half for the Lady Raiders. Wait, they call that on O'Brien? Oh, they did. Farrell inbound. Okay, so never mind. I guess they called it on O'Brien as Barnes in the paint will pass it back out and we get another foul. So take the foul away from Farrell and give it to O'Brien, which will be her second. Foul on South Plainfield here. We'll see who this is on. It's on Tori Houston. So the foul on Houston is her second, and on South Plainfield, that's number 6. And we get a whistle, and now the referee will have a stern talking to of Jeff Corsdale. Again, both coaches have not been happy tonight. Inbound from Farrell. Gives to Childs left corner, swings to David Gianni. No, off her right hand, stolen away Delaney Bourne, and she'll have a layup here right side. Delaney Bourne with 4. 15-point lead for the Lady Tigers here at 32-17. 2 minutes to go in the third. Farrell gives to Gianni. Nope, off the hand of Bourne out of bounds. Back to scores table. Zielinski, I thought he might want to call a timeout, but we'll play on here. 1:58 left in the third. Farrell inbound from the scores table. Gets it over to Chicago. Chicago in the front court. Looking for a screen. Nope, we'll go past it. Streaks right, and shot blocked by O'Brien. Jump ball on the other end. Boykins and Houston jump ball. Well, Farrell will inbound from the baseline. Goes left for Gianni. Gianni passes over to Farrell. Farrell back to the center circle, gives to McCargo, back to Farrell up top. 1:38 left in the third. 32-17 South Plainfield. McCargo left side. And tries to pass it, gets to Farrell. Farrell can't keep it, stolen away. Ferraro drives right. Ferraro for the shot on a double team is blocked and a foul. Gianni and McCargo combining on the block. The foul is on Ava Gianni. It is her first. Number 1 on the Lady Raiders here in the second half. And at the free throw line is Julianne Ferraro. She will shoot 2. First one up off the back rim. Mariska Jane will check in for North Brunswick. Brianna Harris will check in for South Plainfield. With a minute 25 to go here in the third quarter. 32-17. Second one up off the front rim and in for Ferraro. 1 of 2. And now inbound is stolen, and Houston's got it up. The steal by McNelly, and Houston lays it in. Tori Houston has 6. Another inbound. Jane had it. Stolen by Ferraro, and she lays it in. Mark Zielinski will call a timeout. A full timeout. 20-point lead for South Plainfield here at 37-17. Full timeout, North Brunswick. We will break, and we will come back in just a moment with Lady Raiders basketball on the King James Radio Network.
Earn your doctorate degree at GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university. Become an authority in your industry with an affordable education that doesn't sacrifice quality. At GCU, learners have access to our doctoral leadership team, counselors, and one-on-one faculty support in your dissertation. This year, invest in yourself to help change the world.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/doctoral.
Attention parents. For those of you who would like to have an MP3 downloaded copy of this game, You can send an email request to myself, Corbett Thompson, at kingjamesradio1@gmail.com. That's kingjamesradio1, the number 1, @gmail.com.
Well, it's been an offensive drought here for the Lady Raiders in the last couple of quarters. North Brunswick scored 5 points in the second quarter. They've been held to 4 points here in the third quarter. They trailed 37-17 here against South Plainfield. And you know what the scary part is? St. Thomas Aquinas comes in here on Saturday. And Aquinas probably not very happy. We'll talk about that in a couple of moments. Farrell, long pass on the inbound when Mr. Jane drives left. Jane stops, passes in, no, off of McCargo, gets to Boykins. You'd like to see Mr. finish that, as Farrell left wing 3 is going to go short and out of bounds. But you'd like to see Mr. take that right to the basket. She had the lead there. She was the one in position. Make them foul you, what have you. Bourne to Harris, almost traveled, and gets it away to McNelly. McNelly up the floor, 50 seconds left in the third, passes to Houston, right in the lane. Houston going in, offensive foul called on Houston. She pushed off on Farrell. Foul charge to Tori Houston is her third. Number 7 on South Plainfield. No free throws here. Farrell will inbound, and Mackenzie O'Brien, who came out, will come back in. O'Brien with 14 points for South Plainfield. Inbound from Farrell here with 47 seconds left in the third. Inbound to McCargo. McCargo up the floor here. Gets it away to Ava Gianni. Gianni swings it left. Nope, throws it wide and makes Farrell out of bounds. So O'Brien tonight, like I said, she came in with 1,392 points, so she's crossed over the 1,400 point mark for her career. Got 14 right now. As Plainfield turns it over, O'Brien tried to quick pass it right for Bourne through the hands and out over on the far side. 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Farrell will it back. Way to Gianni. Gianni will try to come up the floor here. Gets a screen from Boykins. Goes right. Cut off by O'Brien. 20 seconds left in the third. Mr. Jane tried to pass it left for Farrell. Ball loose on the floor. Harris dives for it. And we get a jump ball. Lady Raiders have the arrow with 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Inbound, and Bourne will bring it up. 10 seconds left. Goes to Ferraro. Passes right for O'Brien, and he's swinging around to McNelly. 3 seconds left in the third. McNelly gets it left for Harris. Contested 2. No good. Blocked by Farrell. And that will end the third quarter. So again, the Lady Raiders in dire need of some points here. Trail 37-17 after the third. And we will take a break here and come back to North Brunswick with the fourth quarter. In just a moment, you're listening to North Brunswick Lady Raiders basketball presented by the North Brunswick Basketball Association on the King James Radio Network and the NBTHS Network.
Check out the North Brunswick Basketball Association and their redesigned website at nbbasketball.org. The NBBA is not only one of the premier travel basketball organizations in North Brunswick, but you can match them up against anyone in the central New Jersey area. As always, thanks to President Darren Snedeker for his continued support of our Raiders basketball coverage on the King James Radio Network. Check out the regular season, all-star game, and championship schedules with the North Brunswick Basketball Association at nbbasketball.org to see the Raiders of tomorrow.
We come back now for the fourth quarter, and I don't think anyone expected this. I'm not even sure South Plainfield expected this. They're up 37-17 over North Brunswick here to start the fourth. For South Plainfield, Mackenzie O'Brien with 14 points, Julianne Ferraro with 7, Tori Houston with 6, Sarah McNelly with 4, Delaney Bourne with 4, and Brianna Harris with 2. For North Brunswick, Niall McCargo with 9 points, Adriana Barnes with 4, Zanaya Boykins with 2, Kelly DiGaetano, who had the lead this game, she has 2. So we'll get 8 minutes on the clock for the fourth quarter. Lady Raiders down 20. Megan Farrell will win that. But yeah, the St. Thomas Aquinas story will get you that one. Megan Farrell in the front court here. Throw it over to Tiana Strong. And now Naomi Cargo on the right side. Now Farrell. Over on the near side. Ball goes around the corner to Cargo. Ball goes left now. They go to Boykins at the foul line. Passes right to Farrell. Farrell to Tiana Strong. Right corner. Long pass into Boykins. Ball is tipped. O'Brien steals. O'Brien the other way. O'Brien drives right. O'Brien for the shot. No, up the side rim. Rebound goes to Boykins. McCargo on the floor. McCargo with the runner. Bounces in. Lyle McCargo now in double figures with 11. She has scored all of the Lady Raiders points here in the second half. 37-19. South Plainfield. 7:06 to go in the fourth. McNelly gets it to Bourne. Swings it left for Ferraro. Swings it out to McNelly, swings it right. Now check that McNelly swings it, gets it to Harris, right block here. Cut off by a double team jump ball. Farrell and McCargo on the double team. Lady Raiders have the arrow. But yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas leading the GMC White Division. They are the two-time GMC White Division champions. They are the defending GMC champions. South Plainfield with the arrow as three-pointer no good from Ferraro. Put back by Harris is blocked by Barnes. And foul the other way. McCargo had it. I believe they're going to call that on O'Brien. Oh, check that. Foul on North Brunswick. Oh, I'm sorry. McCargo will go to the line. So, North Brunswick's number 23. Now McCargo will go to the line. Foul is on South Plainfield's number 23. Sarah McNelly, it is her second. That is 8 on South Plainfield. 1 and 1 for McCargo. It goes in. McCargo now at 12. Tori Houston back in for South Plainfield. But yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas. They had to forfeit a game that they played last week to JFK, which broke their 45-game winning streak within the White Division. Second one by McCargo goes off the back rim. Rebound, I think it was actually at 44 at the time they played JFK. But they had to forfeit the game because there's a rule, as Houston passes off to McNelly, there's a rule, and they try to get it into O'Brien. Barnes desperately clinging to the ball, got the tie-up, jump ball. South Plainfield has the arrow, no, North Brunswick does. With 6:28 to go. But there's a rule by the NJSIAA that you cannot play 4 games in a week twice in the season. St. Thomas Aquinas already played 4 games in a week. They did it again as Barnes misses the jumper from 10. Rebound goes to O'Brien. O'Brien the other way, drives left, scoop layup, goes in. Mackenzie O'Brien now has 16. 39-20 South Plainfield, 6:08 to go in the court. McCargo bumps into O'Brien, lost the ball. McNelly steals. McNelly drives left. McNelly for the shot, goes off the side rim. O'Brien put back off the back rim, and McNelly with the rebound gets it to Ferraro. Swings it right to Bourne, and now Houston. But yeah, you can't play 4 games in a week on multiple occasions. You can't play 4 games in a week twice during the season. As you get a whistle, timeout, South Plainfield. Jeff Borsdale will call time. This will have to be a full timeout. Yep, with 5:45 remaining. So, anyway, we'll keep it here. But anyway, so you can't play 4 games in a week twice in the season. You can only do it once. And apparently St. Thomas Aquinas did it twice, the second time being last week. Now, here's the thing. It was self-reported by Aquinas. So, head coach Brittany Griffin ended up reporting that to the NJSIAA, and of course the NJSIAA ruling a forfeit of that game to JFK. So, and it goes down in the books, it goes down in the record books as JFK defeating St. Thomas Aquinas 2-0. Don't ask me what the score is. There was some lopsided score that Aquinas had won by. And I'll probably have the score for you on Saturday when the Lady Raiders meet Aquinas here. But credit to Brittany Griffin, head coach of Bishop R, for doing that, because that, I'm sure, how many people would know that rule? I've been covering high school sports for 17 years, and I certainly didn't know that rule. How many people out there would know that rule even exists? So, again, credit to Aquinas coach Brittany Griffin for reporting that. Because she could have just easily have swept that under the rug and nobody probably would have known. I don't think anybody would have questioned it. But she went and reported it, or somebody anyway from St. Thomas Aquinas reported it to the NJSIA. Ball goes in from O'Brien to Bourne. Baseline jumper missed. Houston's putback over the rim. Rebound tipped and goes to Chicago. Niall on the floor, doesn't have numbers here. Guard driving through, scoop layup, rolls out. Rebound Barnes. Barnes can't follow it. Ball in the left corner, picked up by Bourne. And now O'Brien. O'Brien stops, passes out to McNelly. Now Houston. Now left corner for Ferraro. 5:17 to go in the fourth. 39-20 South Plainfield. Double team on O'Brien here. Mark Zielinski wants defense, but they'll get a foul instead. Foul charge to Barnes. Foul on Adriana is her second. Number 2 on the Lady Raiders. High pass from Bourne to O'Brien, left block, missed the layup though. Rebound goes to McCargo. McCargo behind the back dribble to the right elbow, pull up jumper off the front man. Houston for the rebound. Gives it away to McNelly. Nope, lost it out of bounds. Off of McCargo. At least that's the ruling. South Plainfield ball, 4:56 to go. Inbound from Bourne to Ferraro, open layup left side. Julianne Ferraro has 9, 41-20 South Plainfield with 4:46 remaining. Anishka Jane to the far side here for the Lady Raiders, gives to McCargo. Now into Gianni up top. So yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas will come in here on Saturday as Tiana Strong for 3, right wing over the rim. Rebound goes to Ferraro. Ferraro drives in, bumps into McCargo, and it looks like offensive foul called on Ferraro. Foul on Ferraro is her third, number 9 on South Plainfield. But tonight, Boykins will check in for the Lady Raiders here, replacing Adriana Barnes with 4:28 to go. But yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas will be in here on Saturday, looking to probably wrap up the GMC White Division for the 3rd straight year. Inbound is knocked loose, and Ferraro steals it. It's to O'Brien at top. Now, Aquinas plays Edison tonight. Aquinas with a 2.5-game lead over North Brunswick in the White Division. Good pass in from O'Brien to Ferraro. She is fouled at the baseline by McCargo. 4:05 to go. Foul on Niall McCargo is her second. Number 3 on North Brunswick. But yeah, the Lady Trojans, O'Brien makes the layup off the pass from Bourne. O'Brien now at 18. 43-20 as Lady Raiders about to turn it over here. Ball in the right corner, goes out. North Brunswick turns it over. 3:57 to go. Mark Zielinski right in the face of the referee. He thought that was the other way. But Farrell will check in. She'll check in for Anishka Jane. But yeah, the Lady Raiders 13 St. Thomas Aquinas 13-1 in the white. North Brunswick at 10-3, so Aquinas ahead by 2 in the loss column. Ball goes over to Houston. Houston at the foul line. Jump ball. McCargo and Strong in the tie for the jump ball. So Aquinas will play their White Division finale on Saturday against the Lady Raiders. Inbound here, over the head of O'Brien. She recovers in the short right corner. Actually, I think Aquinas can wrap up the division tonight with a win over Edison, and if the Lady Raiders, of course, lose here, South Plainfield commits a backcourt violation here. But yeah, Aquinas, even if Aquinas didn't win with the Lady Raiders losing tonight, yeah, I think they've already won the White Division. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah, the Lady Raiders can't win the division, even if they won tonight, and even if they beat Aquinas, as Farrell draws a foul at the right block. Foul is called on Mackenzie O'Brien. It is her third. number 10 on South Plainfield. And Megan Farrell, who is shooting at 65% for the Lady Raiders, she will shoot 2. So yeah, Aquinas has already won the white division for the 3rd straight year. First one up and off the front rim for Megan. Farrell has yet to get on the board tonight. The only game where Farrell was held scoreless would be the Colonia game earlier in the year. Second one off the front rim. Rebound goes to McNelly. McNelly, hounded by Farrell, tries to throw it to Houston, but it's knocked away out of bounds. With 3:11 to go. Timeout, North Brunswick. And this will be a full timeout. With 3:11 to go. 43-20, South Plainfield. We'll break, and we'll come back with Lady Raiders basketball on the King James Radio Network and the NBTHS Network.
The Jersey Basketball Association is in its 6th season with the King James Radio Network as we continue to bring you the hoop superstars of tomorrow from around the state of New Jersey. From Sparta to Monroe and all points in between, the JBA has become the largest travel basketball organization in the state, and we will feature some of the better matchups right here on KJRN. For more information, including schedules and venue directions, go to jerseybasketballassociation.com to visit with the JBA, heard exclusively on the King James Radio Network.
In case you're wondering, talking about the St. Thomas Aquinas forfeit, JFK's record now was at 7-11. They're 6-7 in the white division, which is not terrible. They're ahead of Colonia, Woodbridge, and New Brunswick. Just a couple of shades behind Edison. Edison's had an up and down year, but 3:11 to go here in the 4th. 43-20 South Plainfield. So the Lady Tigers basically will win their 4th straight game. Ball up the floor, Ferraro, bounce pass to O'Brien, out to McNelly. McNelly left block, a shot blocked by Barnes, taken by Gianni. Gianni gets it to Barnes. Barnes will pull up jumper here, is off the glass. Barrow for the putback off the side rim. Rebound, Torrey Houston for South Plainfield. Houston up the floor, passes right over to Ferraro, fakes a 3. I think South Plainfield will probably try to stall for a little time here. 2:35 to go. They try to force one into O'Brien. She's cut off by Barnes, goes left to McNelly. It'll go around the perimeter. And yeah, I think South Plainfield is basically going to try to end this thing. O'Brien hounded by Barnes at the half court. O'Brien on the dribble, bounce pass to McNelly. 2:16 to go. Pass left for Houston. South Plainfield in no hurry to shoot here. Up 43-20, and Barnes will foul O'Brien. Foul called on Barnes is her 3rd, number 4 on the Lady Raiders. Inbound here from Bourne to Ferraro. Ferraro driving in, kicks it to Houston. Gets it away to O'Brien. Under 2 minutes to go. 43-20. O'Brien. High pass right for Houston. Near the corner. Houston has a lane, gets it away. Got it away, tried to get it to Ferraro, through her hands and over to Bourne. 1:41 to go. South Plainfield basically held the ball for the last minute here. And again, I think they're just trying to run it out and get on the bus. O'Brien fouled towards the left side of the paint. Foul on Barnes is her 4th. And that is 5 on North Brunswick. Substitution for the Lady Raiders, and Niska Jane will check in. Barnes will come out. With a minute 32 to go. Bourne, high pass to O'Brien, right block, she'll lay it in. Foul, lost her balance there, hit the floor. So O'Brien with 2, she's got 20. And she is as many points as the Lady Raiders team, 45-20. Minute 17 to go. I'm pretty sure this is the lowest point total of the year for the Lady Raiders, without question. They scored 26 against East Brunswick. The ball goes out of bounds and Lady Raiders turn it over. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, yep, this is their lowest point total of the season. unless they can score 6 points here in the last minute. South Plainfield has the ball at the moment. McNelly to O'Brien at the foul line. Now, it's interesting that South Plainfield has left their starters in, as O'Brien has it at the half-court line. Passes left here for Bourne, left corner three, off the top of the backboard, and shooting threes at that. McNelly lost the ball. McCargo the other way. There's not going to be any love loss in the handshake here as McCargo lays it in right side. Timeout North Brunswick. McCargo with 14, timeout Lady Raiders. 33 seconds to go. A full timeout for North Brunswick. We'll keep it here. But like I said, there's not going to be any love lost here at the handshake at the end of the game, with South Plainfield having their starters in and shooting threes, up by 20. Actually up by more than 20, up by 25. So it's just one more thing for Mark Zielinski to not be happy about tonight. So it's back to the drawing board for the Lady Raiders here as they get ready for St. Thomas Aquinas on Saturday. And, well, to say that, there's some work to be done would be the understatement of the season, because Aquinas is not going to feel sorry for North Brunswick here. So they're probably still upset over that forfeit game. So, they're going to use that to fuel their fire and try to run North Brunswick out of the gym. Now, they beat North Brunswick by 15 earlier in the year. So we'll see if the Lady Raiders can, be competitive here. But again, Lady Raiders still have 33 seconds left in this one. Bourne will inbound. North Brunswick only has one starter in the game, and that's McCargo. South Plainfield has 4 starters in the game. O'Brien, right elbow, gets it to Houston. Houston on the pivot on a double team. McCargo going for the steal, passes left for McNelly. The shot blocked by McCargo. McNelly picks it up. 12 seconds left. I think they'll dribble it out from here. Gianni trying to get it from O'Brien. 7 seconds. Now Farrell comes in, and Farrell takes it away. Gianni steals. Gianni drives left with 2 seconds. Gianni missed the layup. Rebound. McCargo puts it in for the final points of the game. And this game is over. And South Plainfield just went berserk in the second quarter and used that to beat North Brunswick 45-24 here at NBTHS. So Mark Zielinski doesn't seem all that upset about South Plainfield having their starters in at the end of the game. So maybe Coach Z has other things to think about here, which I'm sure he does. But 45-24, South Plainfield wins it. And the Lady Tigers now have won 4 straight. They improved to 11-8 on the year. North Brunswick drops to 12-6. And the Lady Raiders will, try to figure some things out here as they get ready for St. Thomas Aquinas in a couple of days on Saturday morning. And where this game went completely south was in the second quarter. The Lady Raiders started the game with an 8-0 run. They built up an 8-2 lead, and then South Plainfield from there outscored North Brunswick 22-2. Yeah, 22-2 run after it was 8-2. So that's where this game completely swung the other way. Well, that's putting it mildly, I guess. But final score, South Plainfield wins it 45-24. We will break. We'll come back with our Raiders Live postgame presented by Rich Zangara at Wells Fargo. In a moment, this is Lady Raiders basketball presented by the North Brunswick Basketball Association on the King James Radio Network and the NBTHS Network.
With over 15 years of experience in the finance industry, Rich Zangara at Wells Fargo Advisors knows how to make the adjustment to your wealth management needs, whether it's retirement funds or something a little more current. As a senior vice president and branch manager of a $15 million operation, it's safe to say that Rich knows what he's doing. Call up Rich Zangara at 908-542-0348. Once again, 908-542-0348 for Rich Zangara at Wells Fargo Advisors. Scott Lowry, broker of ERA Central Realty Group and ERA Central Levinson, has 6 offices to serve all of your real estate needs, located in Monroe Township, Freehold, Cream Ridge, Bordentown, Robbinsville, and their newest location in Old Bridge. Contact Scott Lowry and his team of over 200 agents for all your real estate needs at 609-655-5535 and online at YERA, that's WHYERA.com.
Listen to the King James Radio Network by downloading the Spreaker app to your phone or tablet. Spreaker is spelled S-P-R-E-A-K-E-R. You can find it in the App Store on your iPhone or on Google Play for Android users.
The Jersey Basketball Association is in its 6th season with the King James Radio Network as we continue to bring you the hoop superstars of tomorrow from around the state of New Jersey. From Sparta to Monroe and all points in between, the JBA has become the largest travel basketball organization in the state, and we will feature some of the better matchups right here on KJRN. For more information, including schedules and venue directions, go to JerseyBasketballAssociation.com to visit with the JBA, heard exclusively on the King James Radio Network. Restoration Place presents Exfoliation by the Word of God by First Lady Darlene Bazemore.
When you're faced with a choice, when you're faced with a temptation, and when you're faced with should I do what's right and should I do what's wrong, when I'm faced with good or when I'm faced with evil, that word that's hid on the inside of my heart, that word is going to be evident in that situation. And so therefore I won't have to worry about, what I'm going to do, but I'm going to speak what is within me. And that word will come out in that situation and keep you from doing something that may not be of the will of God.
Be restored at Restoration Place every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and on demand anytime on the King James Radio Network at jamesisking.com. Now available at audible.com is the most recent book of narrator Corbett Thompson called The Complete Guide to Basketball. Level up your game in 7 days. For those looking to step up their game at any level, players can learn more about shooting, dribbling, passing, and all things basketball. As a matter of fact, you can send an email to myself, Corbett Thompson, at kingjamesradio1@gmail.com, and I will send you a code where you can get the audiobook free of charge. If you still want to buy the book, it's available at audible.com by typing The Complete Guide to Basketball in the search box. Get your game to the next level, and thank you for listening to the King James Radio Network. The Jersey Basketball Association is in its 6th season with the King James Radio Network as we continue to bring you the hoop superstars of tomorrow from around the state of New Jersey. From Sparta to Monroe and all points in between, the JBA has become the largest travel basketball organization in the state, and we will feature some of the better matchups right here on KJRN. For more information, including schedules and venue directions, go to JerseyBasketballAssociation.com to visit with the JBA, heard exclusively on the King James Radio Network.
We come back here to our Raiders Live postgame presented by Rich Zangara at Wells Fargo at 908-542-0348. And Rich is located on 550 Hills Drive in Bedminster. And again, that's Rich Zangara at Wells Fargo, 908-542-0348. Our halftime is presented by Scott Lowry at ERA Central. His number is 609-655-5535. A lot of fives in there. 609-655-5535 for Scott Lowry at ERA Central. Final score here, South Plainfield wins it 45-24. And again, the Lady Tigers win their 4th straight. They are now 11-8 on the year. North Brunswick drops to 12-6. They will get ready for St. Thomas Aquinas on Saturday morning. So let's do the final totals for South Plainfield. Mackenzie O'Brien had the game high at 20 points. Julianne Ferraro with 9 points. Tori Houston with 6. Delaney Bourne with 4. Sarah McNelly with 4. And Brianna Harris with 2. South Plainfield was 3 for 5 today from the free throw line. For North Brunswick, Naoma Cargo with 16 points, Adriana Barnes with 4, Zanaya Boykins with 2, and Kelly DiGaetano, she had to leave early in the first half. She had 2 points. North Brunswick was 3 of 6 from the charity strike. That brings us to our next broadcast of North Brunswick Raiders basketball on the King James Radio Network. It'll be tomorrow night. The Lady Raiders will be here Saturday, but the boys will be here tomorrow night, and it will be senior night for the North Brunswick boys as they will host the Metuchen Bulldogs. Game time is at 7 p.m. Raiders Live pregame presented by the Cal team at Remax Country will be at 6:45 tomorrow night. An unusual, a rare Friday night game for the Raiders. So the boys will have senior night. We will be here, and thus, pregame ceremonies and all that good stuff. So until tomorrow night, this is Corbett Thompson saying goodbye. Godspeed. We thank you for listening to this edition of North Brunswick Lady Raiders basketball on the King James Radio Network. Your final score here, South Plainfield 45, North Brunswick 20. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the boys and senior night. Until then, you folks, have a good night.